pie for the first time about 2 weeks into the job. Okay. And this pie had me mesmerized. Absolutely. So I would buy a full pie every day from the store,
Oh my
go home, eat the whole pie that night, go to the store the next day, eat a day after day after day. I'd eat pie after pie after pie. And the third week I was there, I went up to one of the coworkers that I had. So the people at the store was the owner of the store, Ron, his kind of number two named Brandon, who would never stop bitching about Ron, like bitched about Ron day in and day out. Like he hated Ron. And then me, so it was the three of us, and then some like other people at my level. But those were the only ever people who were ever in the shop, right? Um, and one day, like the third week after I've bought a pie every single day, I decide, you know what would be way cheaper is if I fucking had the recipe for this goddamn pie. So I message Brandon on Facebook at the end of the fourth week. So it's Friday of the fourth week after closing, after I've gone home. And I'm like, hey, Brandon, like, I really would love the recipe for the pie. I'd be willing to pay you for it. Like, just please tell me what this recipe is. I'm buying all these pies. Like, I'll pay you $100 for the recipe for this pie. Like, that is saving me basically 3 days worth of pies. So, like, it's totally worth it. And then the following Monday, I go in. Ron is in the shop. He greets me at the front door and he says, Matt, you're fired. Get the fuck out. And I believe to this day it's not because I was negligent and a terrible employee, which I was. It is because I bribed Brandon for the recipe to his famous sugar cream pie.
So
Damn.
wait, did you get the recipe? Like,
I never got the recipe.
oh,
Oh my
that's
god.
terrible.
sucks.
Damn.
That's the bad
I
thing.
know. I know. It's a tragedy.
The worst firing was my first job ever. First job was at a mall, and I used to shine shoes. And it was like my first or second day, and I had just learned how to shine shoes. And a guy comes up, he's got these very nice, expensive, dark blue shoes. Comes and he sits down in the chair, and I start shining them, and they start turning black. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. So I keep shining them, and then more of it turns black. I'm like, hey, and I call my boss over, and I had been shining his blue shoes with black polish,
Oh no.
and I got yelled at by both of them simultaneously. I didn't know what to do, and I was like, "So how do I fix this?" He's like, "You don't. You're fired. Get out." And I had to do the walk of shame out of a mall. I was like, "Ah, damn it."
On day
Damn.
two.
Yeah,
On day two.
My question is,
it's
how
like
did
the
you get
worst
that?
firing.
How did you get that gig? How do you become a shoe polisher?
Yeah.
So I was like 16. I never had a job before, and I was like, I'm just gonna go around and ask people like, "Hey, you hiring?" And he was. And he gave me 1 day of like training. I was like, cool. And then he said, tomorrow I'll watch you. And then my very first pair of shoes I fucked up and I got fired for.
Wow. That's amazing, Sai. I love that for you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Build character.
Yeah,
What
it
about
does
you,
build
Chuck?
character.
Um,
I once quit a job on my first day, but that's a story for another time.
I won't say this is a firing, but I fired myself. Like I just left. I quit. Um,
Yeah.
I worked at Denny's. This is my first job. I just freshly turned 16, and
Nice.
I had been there for a couple months, and I had enjoyed it because I got there early and I left around like 3, so it was a good schedule. But I always hated cleaning the bathrooms, and one day I was working with this guy who was like 40. And he kept trying to sell me drugs. He came out of the bathroom and he said, "Somebody shit on the floor." And I had to clean up shit off the floor. Like somebody had missed
Oh
like the toilet
no.
bowl and it just slid down the toilet and it was
Ugh.
on the floor and on the walls. I cleaned it up with a broom because no one had told me how to clean up shit. So I cleaned it up with a broom, put it into like a little bag, threw all the stuff away. I threw the mop head away. I threw the broom away, and I just walked out the door and left. I went to Chick-fil-A and I went home after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
god, I would hate that. I
Yeah,
would quit too.
it
Hey,
was
go
terrible.
sweep
Yeah.
up shit real quick. No, thank you.
Yeah, and we had done
That
a
reminds
rock
me.
paper scissors to see who would do it. I lost. That was the worst game of rock paper scissors I've ever lost.
That reminds me. I had the craziest shit a few years back at a Wendy's in Arizona. You'd never
Oh.
believe it.
All those pies.
All those fucking
Oh,
pies. I
Pies.
pulled it in for multiple states.
Oh. All right. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Rock and
good.
roll.
All right. So first off, we got a new little splash screen here in Roll20 that I found. I think
I love it, man. Looks
a
good.
bit of a turning and you know, maybe an act 2 for our campaign. So I thought it would look nice to get a new little splash screen going. And you guys got a new ship, so I'm gonna show you the ship. Oh,
Let's see.
there
Oh. Woo!
there we go.
Oh shit.
Be big.
Oh, it's lagging. Please. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this is the ship that you guys got. Currently nameless. You guys can name it whatever you want. I think
Jacob's Wrath.
Wait, which one? The girthy one or the kind of long one?
this is the
Oh,
ship.
Like the whole ship.
This is the whole ship. It's just
Levels.
with
Oh.
multiple levels. Yeah. So quarter deck is your top, your captain's area. Then you got main deck that leads down. There's sleeping quarters and like a captain's quarters and a meeting room. Then there's a crew quarters, eating, kitchen, and then the bottom is some apothecary stuff and storage. And then just some. This is where like the secondary crew will be. So all the tieflings that you guys will have, they live down here.
Okay.
And then your guest NPCs will stay in the lower deck. I'm assuming you guys will hold up in the main deck, and if you guys want to sleep under the stars, I guess you can. Oh, it's
Shit,
Very
she's
nice.
complicated.
Got a lot of stuff on these boats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we going again? I think I wrote it down.
We're going to
Vindervat.
Vod?
Going to Vindervat, but the base camp of Wittenfall. Let me pull up this, and then this is kind of your NPC breakdown of where all your NPCs are staying. Let's,
Okie doke. Oh, little Jake's in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
So, this is about a 2-week trip. Considering you have a full crew now and it's not just 5 people, you can constantly go like throughout the night without stopping. So about 2 weeks. Let me roll something real quick.
How many
you
red
need to roll
moons
my,
is that, might I ask?
That is only 2 red moons.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll my
Um,
important die now?
Can
Oh,
I
yeah.
make it?
You can.
Can I make a request for a retrospective decision on Kel's part?
Yes.
Could have Kel have gone to whatever library the order would have had to like get books relating to planar rifts or travel?
Okay. I'm gonna say Kel didn't do that, but Loken did do that when he went to the library and got all his books.
Logan, man, guy with the library card.
Yeah, because he was in the collective library. So we'll say, I think you've picked up 3 books. It was a history of the collective, history of Vindervat, and then we'll say a history of interplanar conflicts.
Ooh, handy.
Conflict.
Okay.
Oh man, my thing is just lagging crazy. My internet's going bananas.
Oh my God, look at all these people.
Ooh, thank God we're not doing combat today, because this would be terrible. Yeah, so while you're on this ship for 14 days, I'm going to ask you 3 things. First, what's something that you want to teach to your crew? So that could be some sort of like skill, or maybe some sort of like secret language that you guys come up with hand signals. What's something that you'd like to learn more about, and then what's something fun that you guys would like to do?
So 3 skills. What do we want to learn about? What's something fun we want to do?
Yeah.
We have to teach them shanties, right? Do they know shanties off by heart?
They know old tiefling shanties, but
Oh,
they're all in
cool.
they're all in Infernal, so you cannot understand them.
So
I
how
tried.
about we teach
No
them how to
Infernal.
behave? Like, how about we teach them to like listen to their superiors and stuff like that, like chain of command and stuff.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, teach them to be like a proper sailing crew.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this like we each are individually teaching them something, or like as a group we're deciding what we teach them, what we learn?
Well, let's say individual. So you,
Okay, shit.
yeah,
Give me a second.
Oh shit.
yeah. Each one of you can teach them something, and it can range from like maybe a sea shanty to maybe how to like treat wounds.
Gotcha.
A
Cool.
sea shanty of cure wounds.
Oh,
Oh.
Mass sea shanty of healing.
Unironically, that sounds like a sick maritime bard build.
I don't know any cure spells.
I teach them all Eldritch Blast.
Dude, mass silvery bard.
That DC will be very hard.
I signed them all up to my warlock patron.
Yeah, Otar's
Um,
getting 25 new members today.
Okay, but you say that, but honestly, I might, I don't know, would recruiting them to my pyramid scheme count as teaching them something, or like teaching them how to sell, how to close?
Well, yeah, so it'd be like an action. So it'd be like, if you can teach them how to like throw up a good like elevator pitch, you can teach them how to close on a deal.
Yeah.
If you want to get them signed up to your patron, that's a
Yeah, oh, yeah,
that's a very hard thing to do.
Just want 30 new warlocks.
Yeah, so this whole ship is a
Um,
warlock ship now.
Yeah, and they've all got the grasp of Hadar, so they can just pull people off the ships.
That's sick. If we just
No,
Eldritch Blast behind us, we can shoot like a laser beam.
just,
Just a massive like.
I know the right thing is to like turn them into like great employees, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to do the paid warlock thing because that's hilarious, and the
Do it.
payoff. No, I do have high persuasion. What kind
Yeah.
of check would it be?
I'm gonna say you have to succeed 2 out of 3 persuasion rolls and 2 out of 3 Arcana checks.
Oh, that's not happening.
Okay. Yeah. And if you
My
want to
Arcana
teach
shit.
them maybe how to close and sell, that would be a persuasion. And yeah, just teaching them the art of persuasion and see
Okay.
if they pick up on it.
Yeah. I think that'll be my thing. I'll teach them how to interact with people, not even just like pitching the pyramid scheme, but like, you know, how to get people to give you the information that you want.
Okay, yeah, throw a persuasion check out.
Ooh, that is a 24.
24. So with that, most of them get it. I'd say probably about 20 people get it. Like they are now reasonable people that can be, you can talk with them and they're not just crazy sailors that only want to, blow ships up. You can now have a conversation with them and interact with them in a meaningful way.
Perfect. Love that.
All right. What's everybody else teaching them?
I'm typing up my options
I-
right now. I'll let Victor go.
Okay. I would like to teach everybody how to pick locks.
Okay. Throw out a sleight of hand check.
All right, sleight of hand, baby. 12.
12. Okay. So about 12 people get it. And those were
shit.
already people that maybe had knowledge about breaking and entering in some capacity.
Okay.
All right. So we got smooth talking burglars so far.
Okay, I know what I want to teach them, my three things.
Okay.
I want to teach them the order of command, the chain of command.
Okay.
Specifically, that I am the number one commander.
Okay. All right.
This.
So that you are the number one command. Who is what is the chain of command you're teaching them, if I can ask?
So it's me, the other party members,
Okay.
Jake,
Okay.
Everybody else.
yeah, and then like the not Ariel because I don't necessarily trust her super much because she's so expensive. But uh what's his name, like Yugith, the potion master?
Oh,
I
Gertie.
trust him and the merchants.
Gertie
Gertie.
and
Gertie.
Althan and Azariel.
Yeah, Althan and Azariel. Yeah, I trust them.
Okay.
And then after that goes the Tieflings. Then after that goes Clifford and Ariel. And then after that goes the uh Hyena Man.
So Hyena is at the bottom. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And then lastly, what's Loken gonna teach him?
Loken, I think, would go with like proper handling and navigating of the ship. So like how to move the sails, how to like spot other like land masses and ships, how to man the cannons, quartermaster tasks, etc.
Okay.
Just overall make sure everyone knows how to handle the ship.
I think this is gonna be probably. I'll just say throw a wisdom check out, just a flat wisdom check.
Heck yeah, let's go. I didn't want to say anything, but I'll take it. That's an 11. Shit.
That's an 11. Okay. So you don't teach them already stuff they already know. They're pirates, so they know how to like handle the ship in a rough and tumble way. They know how to do all the basic things, but I would say with that check, you were trying to give them proficiency in stuff like ship handling and cannon management and stuff like that, and that was not achieved.
So this is another chain of command.
Yeah, they're the chain of command. I'll let you know what all the other NPCs are teaching them, or what they were doing on their downtime activities while you guys think of something that you'd like to research. YM and Camilla are upgrading the ship, making it faster. That helps in the ship's travel time. So it was originally 3 weeks, now it's 2 weeks. Irel is fly fishing with her axe that she can throw and retrieve, so she's getting everybody food. Dorothea is helping Jake out with this traumatic time after his friend Andre died. She's helping him process the grief. Althan and Azariel are managing the finances of the ship, trying to get everything else in order. Clifford, unknown to you guys, is a really good cook, so he's been cooking for everybody.
Wow.
Montgomery is researching future projects, and Gertie is tending to people who are sick. He's making them remedies and cures for the basic diseases they get on the ocean.
All right, cool.
All right, so what are you guys going to be researching, or maybe just trying to learn more about, setting time aside on this trip to learn?
I think Victor would like to meet each and every one of these tieflings and see what the dynamic is. I'm gonna meet every single one.
Okay.
I want to see if we have a crew that we're gonna keep for the long term, or if we're gonna drop them off somewhere and forget about them.
All right. Talking to the tieflings, they have been sailing together for 25 years, combined
Hell yeah.
in overworld sailing and Avernus sailing. which is just sailing through the lava on ships that can withstand it. So they know how to work with each other pretty well. They might be a little bit hesitant to learn about. I don't think we did actually the chain of command roll. Can we get a chain of command roll?
Yeah, what skill do you want?
I'm gonna say persuasion because you're trying to teach them and persuade them to abide by this new law and order that you're imposing.
You got it. You got it. Let's see here. Fondulus von Werner. We're getting him a roll. Persuasion. I got +6 to this. Come on, baby. 23.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Damn.
They
Oh, they
realize
know who's the top dog.
they realize that they can't just be, miscellaneous pirates. They have to follow some sort of order and teamwork to get things going on this ship. So they're going to abide by this order to a T. They know who their superior is and they know exactly who to report to for their duties.
Beautiful.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, back to Victor and his learning of the tieflings. All of them are pretty much like family. They all will look out for each other, maybe more than the rest of you guys right now. But it's not like they don't like you guys. They are like working together with you. They just aren't familiar with you yet on that level.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Okay, I would like to do something very similar. My research would also be for the crew, but instead of just, trying to meet them and be nice to them, I will do some consensual charming, where I will ask if they want to be charmed, and then I will charm them if they say yes. But just to like have good friendly experiences all around, and get to know the crew. Hopefully they love me more than their family.
Okay. I'm
Love
going
the
to say
captain.
more than half are interested in what being charmed by Vaughn is.
Okay.
So, what does your charm look like? I don't think we've ever gotten into exactly what your charm is.
It is like a whirlwind of beautiful flower, like Midsommar, like that movie where she's wearing that big flower dress. It's this kind of swirl of flowers that engulfs somebody, and then it leaves a kind of wreath of flowers, like a sort of crown of flowers on their head as they're charmed by me.
All right. More than half of them have this nice flower crown. Some of them have asked for flower garments, maybe like a couple friendship bracelets. Everyone who gets charmed is a lot more comfortable with outsiders now. They regard you warmly, and if you have been sailing with them for those 25 years, like you are captain to them.
Okay. I just need more than half of them to be into me.
Yeah, more than half of them are into you.
Great, great.
Yeah, I'd say like 75-80% are definitely into you.
Oh man.
Nice.
All right, Logan and Kel, what are you guys researching?
Yo, you want to go first?
Sure. Think I might be a little selfish, and I think I want to research more on interplanar rifts or whatever. From the book that I assume I would get from Loken.
Okay. Interplanar conflicts and how to avoid them is the book that you got.
Interplanar conflicts and how to avoid them.
Yeah, so there are about 7 planes of existence, and only 3 of them are mapped out. So there's still a lot that's left to explore and chart out. The ones that are mapped out are, of course, the material plane, the one that you're on right now. And that history is just found in any normal history book. It's not recorded here. It's kind of like a little addendum in the front. The immaterial plane, which is where spirits and elementals reside. So not gods or devils or anything, but just spirits and more of in alignments, like that neutral aligned, right down the middle. That's where they inhabit.
Cool.
Because gods and devils think they're posers in a way. They're not like committed to one side, so they kind of moved out in their own plane, which has changing rules in how the world works. So, for instance, technology would not work there because it's always changing how things operate. Like, just the rules of nature are still being established because it's so young.
Gotcha. Super cool.
And like I said, elementals reside in there. Your patron resides in there. It's a relatively new plane that was created when a mass exodus of elemental energy left the astral plane, and that's not like space or anything. That's just what it's called. A bunch of them left because they were like, we're tired of, having to pick a side of these gods and these devils and demons, so we're just gonna move out. And they all started this new plane. They just went out far enough to where they were not, held by these laws anymore, and they created something new. The first king was, let me pull up something. Maris, the god of dusk, he was sort of the de facto ruler so far, also called the Tsar, because this name has been passed down to different gods that embody the idea of freedom and like new beginnings. So any god that achieves an extreme level of power in these specific areas is promoted to Tsar, because they can inhabit the maybe the negative side and the positive side of all these elemental spirits.
Gotcha. So Maris isn't like the one I'm looking for, but like someone who took.
He was the first Tsar.
Yeah, he was the first one. Okay. Do I know the name of the current Tsar? What I have been told?
You do not know. Otar knows.
Oh, well, I should have to ask him. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll figure that one out.
Yeah, Otar does know. And everyone, when a new Tsar is elected, we'll say, all of the spirits that were under the control of the old Tsar have to either give up all positions of power or be consumed and return back to the Tsar who birthed them. So he's like, you can either help the new generation come along, or you can just go out and do what you want, but you have to stay in this plane.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so it's like one big shuffle whenever there's a new. Okay.
Yeah. And
cool.
you are in the third generation of spirits. Now, that's still a long time in human years. That's probably about 1,000 years. But it's still relatively young. That's why things are constantly changing. There's no set in stone laws of exactly how things should operate. That's why you'll have some warlock, patrons that are, let's say, businesses, and they run, accounting numbers and have spreadsheets. And there's other ones that are like old sort of castles with serfs and slaves and stuff like that. Everyone's still trying to figure out, and it's very laissez-faire in how you handle your affairs.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. And then you mentioned one more mapped plane.
One more mapped plane, that's the astral plane, and that is constant, strict rule confiding of devils and demons and gods and anything celestial. And they're constantly fighting. Not in like a war sense, but in a political subterfuge sort of way. So it's not maybe direct fighting, because it's just gone on for so long that they've realized that it's not going to change through that, so they're thinking that if we just go along and have more civilized conflicts, we'll call it, things might change. So that's their ideas.
Got it. Cold War. Got it.
Yeah, Cold War basically.
Cool. And one more. Is there anything about like this other 4 that isn't mapped? Like the ones that aren't mapped?
So you see 2 of them are like the birthplace of demons and devils and gods and celestials. No one's been there because they don't allow people there. Because it's like, think of it as the astral plane as warring territory that they're fighting over. So more of like a satellite nation that they're fighting over. They don't allow people who are not born of there to enter.
Cool.
And then you see one other plane, I believe, because there's astral, immaterial, material, 2, and yeah, I think there's one more, 6, I believe. And that is unknown, but it's believed to be some sort of like, we'll call it like Cthulhu Eldritch area, where it's above everything else and it kind of exists. It's the bowl that inhabits the soup of the world.
Ooh. Awesome. Cool. That is excellent. I've got some questions for Otar. Great.
All right. Logan, what are you doing?
Yeah, Loken is gonna crack open his book and research more about Winsenfall and Vindervat. Kind of like any specific like dialects of the region, or like intricacies of like the society, safe travel between the 2, local dangers and places of interest. Is kind of any information about the 2 places that he can get.
Yeah. So make a history check real quick. I know no one else has, but I'm gonna need you to make a history check.
All right, yeah, I think I'm like kind of okay at that. Let's see. 18.
18. Okay. So, reading Duty and Exodus, you realize this is a series of books, kind of like a compendium of books about this region. Let me pull up Duty and Exodus real quick. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. You notice that over your time sailing, this book, when you get closer to Vindervat, is starting to reveal more pages. And that was text and ink. The Dartoman Hall was revealed to you once you got onto the sea, and those are the different types of books that you find in the Dartoman, which is the second, or the level 1 of Vindervat. Reading more into text and ink, you can kind of surmise that Vindervat is not a... It's not like a name of a place, it's a name of a thing. So Vindervat is the Vindervian word for library. This is a massive library, as you probably could tell from all the books here, and all the different categories of books and how they organize them. But this is not the only Vindervat. This is Vindervat 7. So there are 6 other Vindervats around the world created by the Vindur people. And once one Vindur gets full, they leave and go to another one. That's like their whole society. Kind of faux nomads. Vindervat 7 is the most recent unearthed one. People are constantly looking for Vindervats because of all of the sacred texts they have in them. It's kind of like a mix of the vaults from Fallout and libraries of Alexandria. So once a Vindervat is full, it's either given over to a local government to preserve and look over, or it's locked away and sealed. Sadly, Vinder is a long dead language, and all these books are inscribed in Vinder. So it'd be very hard to read these books without anybody who speaks Vinder.
Cool.
For places of interest, Winterfell is pretty much the only area around Vindervat that is not a complete like barren hellscape of snow and jagged pointy rocks and just really uninhabitable terrain. A lot of people get there through skiffs, which are powered through cloud shards, I think they're called. Let me make sure I'm getting it right. I think it is cloud shards. Sky shards? Cloud shards. Yeah, they get through their sky shard powered ships, which are basically like skiffs. And that propels them enough to get to Vindervat, which is on top of a massive spire of like rock and snow in a mountain range.
When you say skiffs, you like the things that they have confident, like that they have secret, confidential information in, like that kind of skiff.
A skiff in this world is a very primitive airship that
Okay.
collects
Okay.
kinetic energy and uses it to propel itself in the air.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's kind of like
So-
a glider in a sense.
Ooh. Boys, any interest?
Hell yeah.
All right, and then what's a fun downtime activity that you guys are wanting to do? It's been very sad and depressing and terrible for you guys recently. How are you gonna kick back and unwind?
Well, I think naturally I gotta go gamble, right?
Oh, you're gonna go down to the second crew deck and
I'm going down to the lower deck. I'm gonna set up a table. I'll start dealing cards out.
all right. I'm very tempted to say give me 25 sleight of hand checks. But I'll say just give me 3.
Okay. Sleight of hand. 25.
You wipe the first group of people. About 10
12.
people. Ooh. You break even. You don't lose or win any money.
18.
Yeah. You bring it home in the end.
Alright.
Through a couple nights after the daily chores are done of scrubbing the deck, fishing, cooking, getting everything set up, general maintenance of the ship. A lot of guys will come down and go with Victor and start gambling and throwing cards out. About all in all, you probably make about 20 gold, because it's just like you lose some, they give you some, everything the money just circulates between you guys, so nothing really changes hands too much.
Nice. Like to see it.
Okay. All right. What's everybody else doing?
I think Kel, after his research, he's going to. I think he wants to find a few friends on the deck and maybe teach them how to make some jewelry.
Okay. I'm gonna say the people who are most interested in making jewelry are Dorothea, the old adventuring orc lady. Probably Althen. He's definitely into making stuff that he could sell. He's very like, I need to get my money up, and I can't sell anything here. So he's very much about that. And I'm going to say Camilla, Wyo's wife, is all very into like bead making. She likes making necklaces and bracelets, so she'll probably join you in learning about this new craft.
Cool. Yeah, and I show him like the like taking a chain, taking my cheap materials that Otar gives me that are completely worthless. Then you just have to thread it through here, and then you have a pendant on a golden chain, and then I can just pop it in my bottle, and then Otar will send it back with the magical enchantment, and then you can sell it for 10 gold pieces.
Dorothea is crocheting. She's just sitting in a chair and listening to you talk, and she's not really listening to like the ways on how to make the jewelry, but she's just happy that a young man is interested in learning about how to make jewelry. She's already like, oh, that's sweet. Can you make me one with an enchantment that glows red when the sun is out?
Maybe. I feel like Otar's enchantments are usually like they're they're not very concrete. They're not what's the word I'm looking for? They're more like concepts. Like,
The
you will
ring of
look
good vibes.
10% more attractive if you wear this.
That's funny.
Stuff you can't empirically actually prove.
You just like mood jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camilla is really into the mood ring stuff. She has like a bunch of mood rings, and she gives Wyo one, and his is just constantly blue. It's just like his skin is just constantly blue.
And we have these rings actually that they absorb negative energy from your body, and when they absorb too much, it actually breaks. Which is good because now the negative energy is gone. But then of course you have to buy another one. So
Alphen gives one to Azariel to try to cheer him up a little bit. He's still a little mad that he had to leave, and it just breaks getting around his finger because he's like Goliath. Alphen just goes, buddy, you have something you want to talk about? A lot of negative energy there. And he's just like, my wife.
oh my god.
You try to give Dorothea the enchantment of when the sun's out, it glows red. And in a weird sort of way, Otar just sends you this through the bottle. He's like, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, I give it to her. This should glow red. It's got a red stone in it that
Yeah,
when it's in sunlight, it kind of glows.
She goes, oh, very nice. Thank you. And she just
I love her voice.
keeps crocheting little clothes for Jake, knowing this is gonna be a cold area. She's trying to keep him warm, like little hats with like little slits for his ears to come out.
Aww.
Trunk sleeve.
Yeah,
Like a little
a
knitting
trunk
club.
sleeve. Yeah, a nice trunk sleeve. A blue and pink trunk sleeve.
God damn.
All right, I've had my fun.
All right, and then what's Logan's downtime activity? What's he up to? How's he
Alright,
kicking back?
so I have plant growth as a spell, I have druidcraft, and I have mold earth.
Okay.
If possible, maybe like stop by an island or just some little landmass, mold like maybe like 5 or 10 feet of dirt onto the ship, and use druidcraft and plant growth to build like a little garden for us.
Definitely, 100%.
Hell yeah.
Where do you want this garden to be? Just on like where do you think it's on the quarter deck or maybe the main deck?
Yeah, I'd say like the quarter deck. I'd say maybe either like far back where like the wheel is on the left side, or like on the right side, kind of like under where all of our characters are.
Okay. What kind of plants are you growing? What are the colors like and the flowers? I'm assuming you're growing. Are you gonna grow like potatoes and food?
I'd say I'd do like half and half, so maybe like half of like tomatoes or like actual like food to eat, and then just like a bunch of like colorful like flowers and different plants.
Nice. Gertie walks by after he's just looking up, and it's still constantly in this lycanth like wolf form, and he goes, my mom was a druid and she used to have a very pretty garden. This reminds me of it.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's nice all of us could just come up here and enjoy the nice sense of the flowers.
Yeah, you'll see Gertie come up here sometimes, just to water the flowers, sort of say, and look around and make sure they're all nice. He'll prune them sometimes and clip all the dead leaves off. He'll be tending to this garden as well as you.
Sweet.
All right, who's up next? Or
Oh,
we got some kickback activities.
Yeah, I think the fun thing that Vaughn would do is start a daily game of Pass the Jake, where we all stand in a circle and sort of throw Jake at each other in kind of in a fun way.
So about like 8 crewmates just pick up Jake and start tossing him around. Just
Yeah.
yeah, and Jake will say like little compliments and nice things to the crewmates, whoever he lands on. He goes, "I like your hat. Woo, ooh, cool hook hand."
Ah, cool hook hand.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody want to like talk to anybody? Just if you want to have any conversations with them while you're sailing, let me know, and then we can go through those.
Dude, I want to talk to DNS.
No more lies.
No more lies.
No lying now.
All right.
Shit. I was on lower deck. Would there be anyone down there with me, or do I have to go somewhere else with them?
You can drag your
Everybody really
tokens
can, man.
on the thing, but on the lower deck is Dorothea sitting
down here.
in her room, and then Clifford, Oliphant, and Gertie are having lunch. Clifford made meatloaf sandwiches again, and everybody's having some meatloaf sandwiches with
Who's
seaweed.
this freak? Does it
Who's-
work next to me?
That's Dorothea.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back above deck then. I'm looking for the main characters of this story.
Da, da, da.
Boom.
Here we go.
All right.
What's up?
Vaughn. It's good seeing you.
Yeah, it's
How are
as if
you?
we haven't seen each other in a week's time, even though we all live on the same boat.
We spent a lot of time together. How do you feel after everything that's happened?
Um, you know, I feel I'm gonna tell you right, I'm gonna be honest, no more lies, right? Uh, I know we established no more lies 2 weeks ago, but it's taken me that much time to the burden on my conscience has been weighing me down to the point where I feel like it's time to let you know I don't have a wife. I don't have a wife. Um, Instead, I was visited by Corella in a dream, and she turned me into a sort of druid lich situation. She's a druid lich, and she turned me into like a pre-zombie undead sort of situation where if 9 red moons pass without me getting her lover to her, then I will turn into a tree.
Wow.
And I'm telling you this with full confidence that when push comes to shove, you all will help me turn back into a full satyr boy.
Well, I've got no reason to deny you. I can only imagine what it's like to be a plant zombie lich satyr. Sounds terrible.
Excuse
Um,
me?
uh, how did this happen to you? Why did she come to you in a dream?
Well, I think she knows that I'm the strongest and most capable among us. And
Yes.
don't laugh. Don't laugh. And she decided that I'm the only one capable of saving her husband. But I decided, why not let the whole crew in and we can all gain something from it equally? Because we're all equally strong members and none of us are bitches.
You're right. You're right. That is curious. Was this a thing that happened over time, or was it just the dream that you became this plant lich thing?
Uh, Vaughn opens up his chest to reveal his.
Okay. None of that.
No, not
None of
this
that.
again. Not this again.
Please, I will vomit, and I'll vomit in you.
I'll say over these past 2 weeks, you have become 20% more tree-like.
Okay. So it's like fully like my rib cage is fully wood,
Yep.
and like the back side of my like torso hole, like the like gaping hole where my torso is like now moss.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of like hang from the inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Sounds about
Alright.
right.
Anyway, when you use Mage Hand and like close it, um, I I can only imagine what it's like. I've never been any sort of undead or cursed like that. How do you know when a red moon passes? Is it like a regular moon?
Um, so I mean, if you look up in the sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the moon is red, and when that occurs, I'm one red moon closer to becoming a tree person. And I say you have been cursed, considering the fact that you know, you were plagued by uh, you know, Big Willie, right? That was a kind of curse for you, right?
That was more a self-imposed obstacle, not really a curse. Yours is magical in nature. Mine was more political, really.
Okay.
But
I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying
oh yeah,
to.
yeah. Oh, if you want to relate, we can definitely relate. We both lost our wives or something. Anyway,
Again, don't have a wife, so
I know, trying to relate, trying to relate. But it's odd. I feel like
yeah.
that's a very obscure type of magic to be cursed like that. Do you know anybody that can curse like that? Who do you know?
Well, I mean, actually, I do know someone who can curse like that. I know one person who can curse like that.
Somebody that we know together, maybe?
Not like I want to say Loken, but and then Vaughn pulls Victor aside and says, "I don't think he's strong enough," and then goes back to everybody and says, "I told you he's got big muscles," and
Mm,
gives like a sly wink to Victor.
mm.
As this conversation's going on, Loken kind of teary-eyed, very concerned for his friend turning into a tree. He's gonna pat Vaughn in the back and say, Vaughn, I promise you, if you do turn into a tree, I'll take very good care of you. I'll set you up on the deck and make sure you get plenty of sun. I'll plant flowers around you, all right? It'll be okay being a tree.
um, Vaughn is actually gonna like whisper at Loken, like, actually, I'd like to talk to you about contingency plans. And then goes back to the circle and says, the horns, right? The horns are pretty big.
Mm, yeah, the horn.
And
That's the killer right there.
he's gonna whisper to Cal, like, you getting any big money off of this trip?
Oh my god. I mean, surprisingly, these dirty pirates don't actually have a lot of money. Um,
I swindled 20 gold off him, but that wasn't too much.
You hear from like the bottom of the ship, "Hey!" in a very echoey, drowned out voice of all the pirates in unison.
And then Vaughn is gonna
Dirties are
back up
popular.
from Vaughn is gonna back up from the Kel aside and say, and he was calling him Hung Willie. I thought he looked pretty normal. Anyway,
Yeah, Hung Willie. I wonder what happened to that guy. Anyway, um,
Should have hung him up.
oh, that would be
I,
good. That would have been good. That'd been
I
pretty
had
barbaric for us, right?
We gave him the nickname, so
a,
uh,
um,
poetic justice.
oh my god, I had something
Ooh,
to say.
okay.
I guess while we wait for him, we'll just small talk more. But
Yeah, yeah.
so do you guys know about this place that we're going to? You ever been there?
So, I've read a little bit about it.
Okay.
in terms of, under my studies when I was a sort of a dilettante back in the old world. Um, uh, a book called Duty and Exodus told me about some of Vondervat. It has a couple maps of the place. It talked about the different types of books that it has. Um, how do I put this gently? Vaughn is gonna pull Victor and Kel aside while Logan is gone, while Nick is gone.
Logan is
Victor's
just
gonna
staring into the sky.
staring
Red
directly at
moon.
the sun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's like in SpongeBob, like the corneas burn out, like the smoke comes out.
um, he's gonna pull you guys aside and say, "Look, I am guessing what is Corella's husband's name? Let me write this down because I haven't been writing it.
Let me pull it up real quick because I don't know either. Oh no. Oh, it's in the other. I forgot we're in the other.
Like Hilderin something.
Hildra Barneth.
Hildra Barneth. Um. Vaughn is gonna say, so I have a rough through the maps I kind of have a rough idea of where Hildra is located. However, let me just say, Hildra is probably going to be a captive of the Vinder people. So I'm expecting that we will do what is necessary to get Hildra out of there.
So, that's a rescue mission, essentially.
Yeah, kind of a rescue mission of
Hmm.
sorts.
You know, 5 years ago we did a lot of that, but I might be a little rusty. Jail and all, but I said we can do it. I've got no problems. As long as there's no 7-foot great swords. I have a very bad experience with specifically 7-foot great swords. But besides that, we can do whatever we want.
Okay, interesting. What?
Do you have any experience breaking and entering and retrieving and freeing?
Um, I have some experience freeing, and that would be myself from a certain Curio the Collector. But besides that, really my talents lie in writing works of nonfiction, creative nonfiction, and also finding and befriending beloved crewmates. So those are kind of my two strengths. Um, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Jake, Dorothea. I saw you and her getting along just mighty fine, Kel.
Yes, she's lovely. Yes, she made that sweater that Jake is wearing right now.
And the trunk sleeve.
And the trunk sleeve, of course. Yes, yes, no, we spent some time crafting together. It was very nice.
He can be a bit of a rascal. I don't know if you've seen this though, but it seems like this may be a conspiracy. And I ask everybody to get up on top of like a high surface, like maybe a table or chair or something. So that way Jake can't be sneaking around at uh like at waist level, so we're kind of higher than that, so we can't like peep or peer. And I'm gonna say, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it seems like everybody's pants are unraveling from the bottom up. Like, is he like pulling at the strings of people's pants and slowly unraveling them?
What do you think his
I-
end goal is?
I actually haven't noticed. I don't look down very often. Did we bring the tailor with us?
You did not. You left him to die. He's dead.
Damn
We
it.
didn't bring the tailor with us. We left him to die, and he's probably dead. So,
I'll probably figure it out.
well, does anyone know how to sew?
I'd say Dorothea has some rudimentary knowledge in sewing.
She can crochet.
And crocheting, right?
And
Can you
crocheting.
imagine pirate pants that are like short length of like burlap, and then the rest of the way down is like
Yarn.
crocheted, like lacy kind of stuff. Like
It's
almost
better
those.
than
Do you remember those like zip offs that they have for camping, that are like for the like summer that you zip off the pant leg, something like that.
This is a very colorful pirate crew. Literally, like everybody is yarned out.
Knit me a
God.
beanie, Grandma.
Fucking
Alright.
weird, you guys. Fucking weird. I don't know. What do you guys? So here's a like actually legitimate question.
Mhm.
What are we gonna do with What are we gonna do with the hyena guy? Can we give him a name?
I don't know his name.
His name is Oblex.
Excuse me?
Yeah, his name's
Gesundheit?
Oblex.
Oblex.
That's his actual
Oblex.
name. I
Known
think
for 5 years.
Yeah.
I do not know that.
Yeah, his name is Oblex. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure his name's Oblex. I have his token here. Yeah, Oblex. That's his name.
Wow.
I feel like that is a point of interrogation that we should all go down there. Maybe tonight before we sleep.
I'll say, because I remember you guys were a little suspicious of Oblex. Like you guys were, maybe he should be on the ship, maybe he should not. And I remember there was some contention about Montgomery too. So they're both in the brig. Like they're both in jail. So, unintentionally, I'll say, but now intentionally, Jake is the warden because he's down here. So he's been watching over the prisoners.
Hey,
Oh
you
man,
guys are
those guys must have
fucking
no
great.
pants at all, huh?
Oh man. Oh, before I forget, Loken, you wanted to talk to me?
Yes, this might be best to do a bit secretive if you'd like to follow me, and look, we kind of maybe just like pull him into like the captain's quarters over here.
Yeah, sure. What do you wanna talk about?
All right, so you remember how we all had those weird dreams a little bit ago?
Yeah, I do.
In my dream, I think I saw your wife.
You saw my wife?
From the descriptions you gave of her, yeah, I think it was the same person.
Let me. Can I throw the image out of your wife?
Oh yeah. I just sent it to a DM, but you can send it on general.
Oh,
Yeah. There.
oh, perfect.
Yep. There's a description, or just like a little bit of a little look.
Okay.
What do you mean you saw my wife? Like, she died 5 years ago. I saw her. There was smoke and fire and ash and everything. Explosions.
I don't fully understand it either. I'm guessing she survived. There's this place you can get to that's like under the sea, but not, it's like deeper than that, I guess. And she's there, like stuck with Davy Jones. It's a whole other side story, I know. I think I know how to get there, but it's not gonna be easy. But she's alive.
She's alive.
She's alive.
Loken, are you 100% certain?
Yes. I don't think it's easy to get there, but it is possible.
Is she in immediate danger?
I mean, She's stuck in an infinite battle, but I don't think you can like die there. So she's
Yeah.
okay. I don't think anyone
Here,
dies.
can I? I'll jump in
Yeah,
real quick.
yeah.
Yeah, she is not. She's in the least danger ever. She cannot be harmed or like anything meaningful. It's not like a pain or suffering contract where you have to die like a million times for this to be filled. It's just a time thing. It's 100% just a time thing.
So
Return to sea.
she's at the bottom of the ocean with Davy Jones. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
You're certain it was her.
I mean, the red skin, the same horns. I mean, the jewelry. Every way that you described her. I mean, it just I knew it was her.
Well, if she's not in immediate danger, between us, she was more the fighter, between us, so I think she can handle herself. But I also want to know, where can she be found?
Chuck, so I have the knowledge, at least what I wrote down was like
Mhm.
if you have to like sink or like go faster down, then you would like sink.
Yes.
Is there like a name of this realm or like any other information I'd have that I could like pass on?
This is a subdomain of the immaterial. To kind of combine Kel's research. This is subplane. So subdomains are places that exist within the plane, but you can't like walk to it. You can't like physically get to it. You have to do some ritual or do some tasks to get to it, and then the domain is open to you. Davy Jones's domain, and I'll just explain it to you because he would have told you. He's like good with telling you. You have to go faster than the water can pull you. So it would have to be a great amount of speed downward to escape the grasp of water, and then you fall into the ceaseless battle. And that's what Davy Jones's subdomain's called, is the ceaseless battle.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we need to sink faster than we can be sunk.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
How do
from
you
what
get
I
there?
understand, we either get there and take her out somehow, or she has like a 100-year sentence. I don't know if we really wanted to wait that long.
Can't wait that long. I can't live to be 130. What do I look like you, an elf? I'm a guy. I'm not gonna be around for maybe 5 more years, honestly. Let's think about this. The next time you go to see Davy Jones, why don't you take me along, huh?
I don't know if I can, but I did want to ask, is there a message you want me to pass along to him or her?
I honestly, I want to know how. Just what I remember of that day is the explosion and all the fire and the debris and sinking, and that was it. And then I kind of just woke up another day, and then I was on the ship with you guys. So I would ask, how did she get there?
I'll make sure to ask that. Anything else? I mean, like a fuck you to Davy Jones. I mean, I can pass along. Check space.
I need some time to think about this.
Okay.
That's really heavy.
I know I didn't know when to tell you, but I figured I should tell you sooner rather than later.
I do appreciate that. I also had a strange dream the other night, but it wasn't anything important. How about we go back to the group?
Yeah, it's just I'm gonna kind of like pat him on the back and just if you need anything, Victor, just let me know. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Right, and we would walk back. I'd walk back out.
Would Loken have told Vaughn about his deal with Davy Jones in this time that we've had together?
I think now with Andre sadly being gone and Logan not having to worry like as much about revealing all this information, I think he kind of like slowly hinted it and then kind of like be like, yeah, so I may or may not owe my soul to Davy Jones currently. Kind of just explain Logan's information that he knows about
Okay.
this like subdomain.
After outing himself just now, Vaughn is going to pull Logan aside and say, hey, Logan, guess what? If we can't fucking get this dwarf out of Vondervat, on the 8th red moon, I want to sell my soul to Davy Jones to live eternally and not live as a fucking tree forever.
I'll see what I could do. I mean, you could also just be dropped in there as a tree, though. That is a concern we might have to think about.
The ceaseless
God,
force.
100. I was gonna say 100 years of fighting as a tree doesn't sound so bad in comparison to sitting in a fucking deck of a boat that's obviously gonna sink without me. I mean, anyway, yeah. So I pulled him aside for that, and now I go back to the group.
I'll take note.
Kel, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I don't want to come off the wrong way, but have you ever heard of a dragon named the Ouroboros dragon?
Or the dragon
Sorry,
of present, past, and future.
Yes. The dragon of
Um,
present, past, and future.
no, I haven't.
He sits in a pond of sparkling water.
Oh. No, I've never met such a dragon. Um, just a future reference, Dragonborn very loosely related to the dragons. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
all know each other, but
I didn't want to come off the wrong way, but you have your unholy boss or whatever, and I was like, maybe there's some sort of connection because they seem
oh,
both really
okay.
important.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough to ask me. No, I can't say I have. Sorry.
Can I ask that you ask your boss about it? Because he seemed really, otherworldly.
Yeah,
And,
you think
your boss is pretty otherworldly.
yeah, you think maybe it's like an extraplanar entity?
Could be. He did blow my mind the
Oh,
entire time I was talking to him.
they
Which
tend to
is,
do that.
yeah. It's been
Um,
happening to me a lot these past couple weeks.
yeah, you've had a hell of a run. Um, yeah, you know what? I need to speak to my employer anyways. I can add that to the docket.
No. Great, great. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no trouble.
All right. If you guys would like to speak to your patrons loosely, I know only one of you is a warlock. You can do that. I know Kel can willingly go in, and if you would like to visit Davy Jones, that can happen.
You want to do yours first, or if you want to go at all?
I'll think on it. Cal, you go ahead. I think you have a lot more going on.
Okay.
Cool.
You know.
You're gonna go back into your little thing.
Open up my little clay bottle. Knock on it a little.
Okay. You're back with Otar. He is just sitting down in his wolf form, looking at the endless sea of lava, just pondering about what am I gonna do? Where's my dad at? Pretty much, that's his internal thought.
Oh, it's like, oh, his dad is the star. I guess they're all kind of like his. They're all his children. I'll slowly approach him. Hello, Otar.
Hey,
How's
Kel.
it going?
It's going good. Just miss my dad.
Yeah, I believe it. No, I assume there's been no news since I was last here.
No news. People are starting to look for him though, but I think a lot of it's being said and not a lot's being done. So,
I see.
any word from your team on coming down here and taking a little trip?
Well, not quite yet. I've been kind of researching the manner of the immaterial plane and rifts between them and how I could possibly traverse them if I needed to. And yeah, I just I figure I'd come here for maybe some guidance. I assume you would have some more knowledge on these things than most people from the material plane.
Yeah, that book. They get it all wrong. I mean, they're not all wrong. It's right for the people who come here, but they just don't know the culture.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. No, they haven't spent any time here. They don't know the people.
Yeah.
Well, then I should ask. So, um, what is the name of your father, of the Tsar?
Konos.
And I mean, obviously you've been searching, you haven't found him. Do you think he's been ripped out of this plane and brought somewhere else? This hole in the sky. Do we know exactly where it leads?
Everyone who's gone through hasn't come back.
Hmm. We haven't. Okay.
And I'll say Konos is the god of weddings.
Ooh. What a nice guy. So strange. Um. Hmm. So. Shoot, now I'm forgetting all my questions. I should mention, Otar, my crew. We're currently sailing towards a Vindervat. How familiar you are with the affairs of the Vinder people?
I had a couple vendors as employees, very hardworking, love their books. Their books are very sacred to them.
Hmm.
I think, sorry, it was a very long time ago. It was when I was starting, when I just got my title, I just got my promotion.
Well,
And
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
no, they were good people. They were very, I would say, overzealous in what they thought they could contain in their libraries, but I mean, considering I don't have any right now, I would assume it didn't end up too well for them. But they were very nice from what I remember.
You say overzealous in what they could contain. Are you saying that perhaps the information that they wanted could it could be magics beyond like mortal comprehension, mortal capability?
Oh, I mean, the way they would get their books is not all, let's say, above board. Of course, they would have book drives and donations. They would publish authors who wanted to write their works, but for the books that they maybe shouldn't have gotten their hands on, they would hire retrievers to go and get them, and condensing all of that knowledge in a one area. Though it worked out for them for a while. I mean, you can't have 7 without them without having a couple of home runs. It's very unlikely that that's a plan for longevity. A lot of people want those books. Some bad actors, of course, but they want those books for whatever reason they could think of. I remember specifically I had to let one of my employees go who was a vendor because I think it was either vendor 2 or 3 got broken into and some ritual was started. And I think you guys would remember this event as the torrent, the flood of your world. The ritual to do that was found in that book. One of the books, I don't remember.
So magic that should not be performed.
Yeah.
Well then, that leads me to ask: could there be a possibility that they would have the knowledge of some rituals or magics to contain a god?
Possibly. I know the vendor people hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They knew what they knew and they didn't tell anybody else. So it would be unlikely for me to know. They didn't share with me, of course. I never asked. But I wouldn't put it past their libraries to hold that knowledge.
Interesting. Well, I mean, that's where we're heading. I just have a feeling this Vindervat was recently unearthed, and I'm wondering if it has anything to do with all this that's going on. So I'm gonna keep looking. Yes, thank you for your insight on that.
Yeah, anytime. We're business partners, right? Gotta help each other out.
Colleagues, one would say.
Yeah, friends. Some would say. Yeah,
Right.
we're a family here.
When you're here, your family.
It's Olive Garden. um, Perfect. Well, that's really all I needed from you. Before I go, are you familiar with an entity that a being known as the Dragon of past, present, and future?
No. No, not really. Cool
No.
name, but
Yeah, right. It's pretty dope.
yeah, but I would say no. Dragons aren't. They're more of your guys' thing, not here.
Like your guys, as in like Dragonborns, because like I could go into the whole thing about that, or just like
No, like
mortal
the
plane stuff.
material.
Oh,
Dragons are material people, and they have hordes, material.
Okay then. I'll be
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. All right, see you later, Cal.
There's no door. I just okay. Bye bye.
When we're here, we're family. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah. Also, I'm just outing everyone as a racist.
Oh yeah.
Nobody understands Dragonborns.
Oh, wait, hold on. Thousands of folders full of maps. All right.
That went exactly as I thought it would. Are you saying that because I'm a dragon, or?
All right, yeah. Kel pops out of his bottle and pops out.
Makes the
So
Mario
how'd it
64
go?
sound.
Yeah. You jump into a painting.
And word of your patron, Gil?
Yeah, yes, I just spoke to him. Unfortunately, he didn't know your dragon friend there.
Well,
He did
worth
seem
a
to
shot.
think, yeah, but it did seem to think that dragons are more of a material plane affair. He might be someone that we could seek out.
Ooh, I
Visit
didn't even
in
think
person.
about that.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. He did say he had a dope name, so, and I agree. It's pretty sweet.
It's good to know.
Yeah, that's all Kel needs.
Logan, are you gonna visit Davy Jones? Or are you gonna? You know, you guys don't have that great of a relationship as Kel and Otar, but are you gonna visit him?
Loken would check one more time with Victor to see if he has any messages to give.
I think first, just make sure she's okay, please. And also ask what happened. Because the events after that are very blurry for me. I know I got taken away. I know my team got blown to smithereens, but if she somehow made it, that means the rest of my old crew might have made it, which is a whole other can of worms. But I guess that's all for now.
All right. I will tell you what I find out.
That's
And,
me.
Alright.
Let's say Loken would go into the captain quarters with Seeker, kind of just sit down and try to focus on his hand and the sword itself to see if he can kind of be brought back into Davy Jones's realm.
Yeah, you bring up the sword. As you're, I'm assuming, meditating or
Yeah.
focusing on it. You hover a little bit. Maybe about a couple inches off the ground. Seeker starts to glow and emanate this blue fire that it's known for. It rises up into a straight line, focuses its energy, and cuts a slash into the world. And a big tentacle rips you into the ceaseless battle, and it closes shut.
Hell yeah.
And you are now in the ceaseless battle. Let me bring it up to the thing real quick. Nope, that's not it. Nope. So sad. Andre's dead. I pulled up his thing.
Oh my god.
You return back to Davy Jones, and he is looking at this corpse again, just sitting here in the water, chilling out.
So to check, we're like not on a ship with him, but we're just kind of like floating above the water, just like standing on the water.
Yep.
Okay. Logan will just kind of slowly kind of look around again, watch the battles unfold, hear the kind of firing of cannons, the crackling of thunder and everything, and just kind of walk up to Davy Jones. And does time work differently here?
Are you asking
long
Davy
has it
Jones,
been?
or are you asking?
Yeah. I'll walk up to Davy Jones. How long has it been since I visited?
Davy is like, oh, well, it's both extremely long and extremely short. For me, you have been gone forever. But some people may think of you as being gone for, a day or two. The closer you are to your sentence, and we'll call it material time, the longer it feels for you. I'm trying to maximize your time here.
That sounds wonderful for everyone involved here.
So, what brings you here? It's kind of weird that you come back. I don't think you like this place.
I mean, it's a curious place to stop by, but I was actually hoping to speak to someone here.
Who might that be? There's endless amounts of people here, literally.
I just realized, do I know Victor's wife's name? I don't think I ever...
Is Whisper. Yes, I would say yes. You would know Victor again, #1 fangirl of his wife. Loves his wife.
True. I am. She's so hot. Fire sorcerer.
Yeah, so you would know Whisper's name as Victor would recount to you.
Oh, her name is Whispers. Okay, gotcha.
Whisper.
Whisper, okay.
Singular. Her sister's name is Whispers.
Of course. All right. I'm hoping to speak to a individual named Whisper.
Oh, Whisper. She got here recently. One of the new ones. I'll bring her here, and you are slammed into her space that she's in, as the world kind of folds in on itself, putting the two spaces next to each other. And Whisper is right in front of you, in this pool of water surrounded by this titan, removed from battle.
Whisper, correct? And I would hold out my hand to greet her.
I'm gonna ask Logan, how would she respond to this?
Or Victor?
Oh, Victor, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, how would Whisper respond?
Yeah.
Oh shit. She's okay. Hold on. You put your hand out, right?
Yeah, I'm holding out my like fiery, weird ash like mage hand thing.
Okay. And what was she doing? She's just chilling.
She was fighting before. She was in the midst of a really rough like battle.
All right. So as Logan approaches, she's just gonna. Who are you supposed to be?
A friend of your husband, actually. Loken, nice to meet you.
Am I role playing this?
Would you like to? I'll ask if you would like to. I'm okay with doing this. But if you would like to roleplay your wife, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I can do it. Okay. Um, you're a friend of Vale?
Loken would pause for a moment and be like, "Yes, fail.
He's alive still?
Yes, goes by a slightly different name, Victor, but yes, he's alive. That's how
Oh,
I
Vic.
recognize you."
Ah, I see. He stopped using that name a long time ago. I don't know why he's using it again. Velas Vale is a whole lot better. My name
However,
is Whisper, as you know. Um, how do you know me?
from
Like,
uh,
why are you here for me? Like, did you come just for me?
actually, I bring a message from your husband. He was curious how you got here and wanted to also know how you were doing, if you're all right.
How am I doing and how did I get here?
So Whisper was captured by the group that sabotaged you and your crew. However, she of course was one of the only ones that was brought alive. The rest were either unknown or unfortunately killed. She was off to go serve another crew forcefully. She was going to go against her will, sell her skill set to another group. And she decided that a world living in which her husband had died and they would be separated for a long time or possibly forever was not worth persisting in. So she jumped off the side of her ship when she realized that in death she would never see you, but in life she might be able to see you. She sank to the bottom of the ocean and made a deal with Davy Jones, sold her soul for 100 years, and then she would be returned back to the land of the living.
Okay. So you asked how I got here. I thought he died. I saw Velas Vale explode in fire and flames. I saw the debris. I saw the rest of the collective go up in ash and smoke. And a world where my life had been upside down like that, so suddenly was not a world I wanted to live in. And I got taken. And I was forced to work for crew after crew, using my blood, using my skills, my magic to do things I didn't want to do. And so I did what any sane bitch would do, and I jumped off their ships. And I sank for a long time. And it wasn't until my final breath where I realized that in death, I wouldn't see anybody that I cared about ever again. But in life, there was a chance, even if it was just a small one. And that's when I met that tentacled freak over there. He's gonna motion to Davy Jones.
Totally
And
unfazed.
unfortunately, just like you, we are indebted to him for amount of time. For me, it's 100 years. Unfortunately, that's a long time. My husband's a human. Humans don't live that long. But if you say he's alive, if Valus Vale is alive, you will find a way to live 100 years.
The good news is you might not have to wait 100 years.
Oh, and
Davy
do
Jones kind
tell.
of looks over a little bit.
There's a plan being formed that I'm sure you know that if there's any way Victor or Vale can get to you, that we
Mm.
will.
So I ask, is your tongue as silver as your hair? Are you gonna talk your way out of this, or are we gonna fight our way out of this?
Hopefully neither. I'd say the same way I got this sword and made a deal with Davy Jones here, I hope to make another with him. And I kind of look over to
And
Davy Jones with like a slight nod.
what's that deal gonna be?
Yeah. Your last deal kind of sucked.
Damn, I'm not over there. If I had a right mind, I would fireball, but I can't do that in the water.
The deal is still being formed, but I'll get back to you on that. And Loken's gonna try and leave.
Yeah. You just get the sword out, cut the subdomain that you're in, and you just walk out, drenched in water. Water kind of just pours out behind you as it closes up and seals itself.
All right. Loken's gonna kind of like fall to the floor, clatter a little bit, resheath
go?
his sword, and then walk out to the deck to tell Victor.
All right.
And kind of just
How'd it
explain the
go?
same thing that Whisper had told him.
So she is alive.
She's alive.
I got
It's not
two
going to be
things.
easy getting to her, but I think we might be able to get her out.
Well, that is good news. But 100 years is a long time to wait. Above table, did you tell Victor that she called him Velasvale?
Oh yeah, Loken would ask about that. Loken also called you Valus Vale, I believe.
Oh yes. That is my my old self. I'm Victor now. Velasvale is no longer around.
You said
I don't
your
know if
name
she
is
would
Victor
like
kind of
it better.
sucked.
Yeah, she's not wrong. But I'm not Velasvale anymore. That part of me kind of went a long time ago. But story for another time, it's getting late. We should probably hit the hay, and he's gonna try and walk away.
Loken would just nod and let Victor go.
All right, cool.
All right. Does anybody have any business on the ship before we land?
Do we all sleep in the same cabin?
Yeah, you sleep in this main deck area. Irella's kind of just lounging in here. She lives down here.
Okay. So we're all in this area. Okay. I think at night I would be sitting up, not in the hammock, but sitting up awake and like plucking at my ribs, making that like sort of like dunk, dunk, dunk that comes when you like sort of pluck a wooden thing. And if someone wants to tell me to shut up, they can, but otherwise I'm gonna do it all night. So fuck you guys.
All right. And with that, we will close from the ship, and we will go to Windfall.
If I can have
Oh.
one more thing I do,
Yep.
like while we're in bed, like long resting. Victor's just gonna kind of like try and sleep, but have like a very restless sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna mutter himself, "Victor, not Villasvale. Victor, not Villasvale. Victor, not Villasvale." And that's it.
All right. With that, yeah, we're in Windfall now. The sort of base camp to Vindervat. Very snowy, very, very cold. If you go out during night without any like fur garments, you might get hypothermia and freeze. You land right up on the left here, the left corner. That's the sort of dock area, and then it leads down into the greater Windfall area. There's about 3 levels to this. There's the middle level. That's sort of the poorer area of the city. A lot of the mines enter and leave through here. So let me pull up the name of the mine real quick. I have it. Oh, where are you?
I've got to read more important die real fast.
Yeah, the Deep Talc mines are here, and they export cloud shards from the lower area of Vindervat and its surrounding mountains, as it is the only place to get cloud shards in the whole world. So that's the main sort of export from this place, right next to the dock. It makes it very easy. With the government of the town, let me pull it up real quick. So the government is pretty much just a big gig economy. Everybody works different jobs, and they can go work wherever they want. Miss Mally Rock is the governor of Windfall. She has been for a couple years now. A lot of people go here to work, or if they're the local populace of Eradican, which are raccoon folk, which is the main populace of Windfall. You're born here and you just live here forever. There's no reason to leave pretty much for them. They have good healthcare, good education. The police are very lax about everybody. But magic is treated with a little bit of suspicion outright, just because of the proximity to Vindervat 7. Everybody who goes to Vindervat 7 has magic, and everybody who goes to Vindervat 7 is kind of weird, and they don't trust him as much. The tavern here is both a breakfast place and an inn place. It's Ralph's Runny Eggs.
Mm.
And it's his birthday today. And then finally, there is the outcasted magic user in the top left, Melphis. She deals in all sorts of strange magic, and people look for her in times of uncertainty and for answers that she may or may not provide truthfully. So where are you guys gonna go?
So how do we know this information? Like, is there somebody on board the crew who knows? Or because Duty and Exodus primarily talked about Vondervat, the place, and not Wentfell.
Yeah, some people have worked around Windfall as a part of the crew that would export cloud shards.
Okay.
So some of them have lived here for off periods of time, and some of them have worked in the mines just as, in between jobs, between their ships getting worked on or something like that, just for money.
Okay. All right. How do you guys feel about getting some eggs? It's early.
Oh yeah, I
Use
can
some
definitely
runny
use
eggs?
breakfast.
I could use some Ralph's runny eggs.
Oh.
So I put Jake into my papoose, and I disguise myself to look very fancy when we get to the outskirts of town, and I say, onward.
All right. Do you guys want anybody coming with you? Any of the crew?
I've got nobody in mind.
I got
They can do
nobody.
ship maintenance.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. You guys go to Ralph's Runny Eggs, which is run by Ralph, and he's right there. And this is what it looks like.
Oh my.
Holy fuck.
Well, gentlemen, this is quite the egg bistro.
I was gonna say, there's way more large slabs of meat than I would have expected from a runny egg institution.
Uh,
It
does
might
it
be
look like we're made of
BYOM.
bring your own meats?
Yeah.
Bring your own milk.
Bring your own milk. Well, gentlemen, let's go take a seat, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
where are you
you?
guys gonna sit?
We're gonna sit in the top left corner because we're edgy
All
and
right.
mysterious and adventurers.
I left the Peregrine Spear, by the way, on the boat. I was looking at the rules for it just now. It does not look like it has a distance requirement. You gain +1 attack. You can speak its command word to cause the weapon to soar through the air. Yeah. So.
Okay. And it's Ralph's birthday, so people are all there congratulating him. There are other people not shown in the tokens, just more Radican. And they're all having a nice time. This is a little after the party, like the main event of the party. People are dying down and having a couple drinks, having some runny eggs. And they're all just talking
It's
amongst
this
themselves.
early in the morning. Is there like a waiter nearby we can call over?
Yeah. This little man comes up from talking with Ralph, and I'm gonna move on over there. And he goes, "Welcome to Ralph's Runny Eggs, home of the runniest eggs in the world. How can I help you?"
In the world. Do you have any specials today, waiter?
Ralph's extra runny eggs.
We'll have one of those.
We want one egg for the four of you?
For me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're poor. We're gonna split one egg. That's all we can afford right now.
I don't need the attitude, buddy. You're new here.
How much for an egg, good sir?
It's Ralph's birthday, so he's giving them out for free.
Then I might take two.
2 extra runny eggs. Motions to Vaughn.
I have a marathon special. So 26 eggs.
26 runny eggs, extra runny or regular runny?
Let's say, can I get them in 3 hours?
In 3 hours?
That's a reasonable amount of time for a marathon, right?
Sure. It's a to-go order for you. Motions to Kel.
Just a regular order
Of
of runny eggs, of course.
okay, 13 runny eggs. Goes to Loken.
This might be a bit of a taboo question. Do you serve your eggs over hard at all?
No. You come to Ralph's Runny Eggs asking for hard eggs? Harold's Hard Eggs is down the block, buddy.
Shit.
Write that one down.
About to start some gang
Is it-
warfare.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it Harold's half birthday over there? Or are they charging double over there right now?
Harold's extra evil, so he's charging double today. He's mad. Okay, so, and, elf guy, you want nothing. Gotcha, okay.
Logan looking completely dejected, learning of only these ruddy eggs, will be like, yeah, I'll take 2. Actually,
Okay.
no, I'll take like 8.
8 runny eggs, gotcha. Hey, Ralph. And Ralph walks up to the counter here and he goes, "Yeah, what's up?" Shit, how many eggs? 26, 2, 8,
18 and
13.
2.
Okay, so 23, 41?
49. Wait.
40, maybe 49. We'll call it 49 eggs. 49 runny eggs coming up. As the waiter shouts to Ralph, and Ralph goes, "Yeah, I'll be right back." And he goes down here, and he grabs 49 eggs, and just gives them to the waiter, and the waiter gives them back, and he goes, "Here you go, guys," and he drops 49 eggs on the table in a big bowl.
Like, I don't get it.
You want to do an
Anyway.
Arcana check or a Nature check? Anybody?
I'll do Arcana.
I'm not good at either, but let's see.
I'm alright with Arcana.
What do I have?
20.
20.
12.
These eggs have a very little special spell on them that increases the viscosity of them unnaturally.
Okay, I stick the end of my recorder in the bowl of 49 eggs, and I just start sucking them up, one after the other.
Yeah, these are soft shell eggs, so the shell is a little bit malleable. They just go.
Oh, the show was on?
Yeah, the shell's on.
Oh, man, fuck. Oh, goddamn it.
What kind of fucked up eggs do they have here?
Oh
Runny
my
eggs,
God.
Ralph says.
Vaughn, I'm gonna like whisper.
Yeah,
Can you do me a favor?
yeah, what's that?
Can you prestidigitate some like over hard eggs?
Broken, you're gonna get kicked out of here. We just got here.
Dude, it's Ralph's birthday. I'm sure he'll find it hilarious. No, nothing. That won't be any issue. It's fine.
Okay. I, for you and for you alone, I say to Logan, and I like slam the table with both my hands, and this sort of explosion of flowers occurs. And in the middle of this explosion of flowers, like we're talking orchids and magnolias and lilies and just sort of everything you could possibly imagine, not just your sort of carnations or whatever, but just like exotic flowers from all over the world just explode from the table. And what are left are three what look like little Fabergé eggs, so like with pearls on the outside and colored in sort of these multiple panels and almost like a argyle pattern and stuff like that, sit in front of you, Loken.
Ralph hops the counter and he goes, "Whoa! Somebody knew it was my birthday. That was a nice trick."
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday,
you,
Ralph!
Oh, we did this for you. Because we know you very well. And it's your birthday and we want to make you special.
Thanks, guys. Those look some good eggs. And he grabs one of the eggs, and he bites it. And what's inside the egg? Is it just a?
It's poison. It's poison. I yell to Rick, to Ralph. I yell at poison. I yell at Ralph. No, that egg is poison.
Oh, why did you make poison eggs? That's strange, a little bit, right?
This man, and I point at Logan, cuckolded me, and I'm looking for my wife in Vondervat. Can you provide us with a guide? We're gonna go compete for her love, but yeah.
80% of that was fake, I know, but I know how to get you to Vondervat. And
Can I try to persuade him?
Sure.
Can I roll persuade?
That's a deception roll, my friend.
That's a deception, yeah.
Oh, that's deception. I got a 25 on persuade, but I'll roll deception anyway. Oh, I got a 22 on deception.
Nice.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your wife
Ah.
is in an abandoned library
Mm-hmm.
that's been sealed for 50 years.
Yeah.
But you're going to compete for her love at this
Yes.
place. that is only
With the-
accessible through the most dangerous rock climb ever or advanced technology that no one else has.
Yes. With the man who cuckolded me.
With the Manicock. Okay.
As you
Sounds
can
like
see, me and my Dragonborn friend here are judges for this competition, so we're just here to
okay, that's
oversee this.
bullshit. That's
Impartial
bull-
third parties.
That's bullshit. But this guy might be.
Deception
Deception check.
I want to give him a help action on that.
Deception check with advantage then.
Shit, okay.
And I when Ralph says bullshit, I cover Jake's massive ears and say, "Not in front of my son."
16.
16.
Shit.
Wow. Okay. So you're the
gonna
judges.
get this straight.
What relationship are you guys? How do you have the credentials to judge a love contest?
Well, you see, I went to
Oh,
college for 4 years. It was a lot of schoolwork,
You went to
homework every
college?
single night. Yes, I did. It was the worst college, the worst one. But yeah, we're both certified. I can show you the papers if you like. They're back on the ship. But yeah, we can judge lovers.
Hey, I need you to judge me and my wife. That's later.
I gotta do it with my partner. I don't do it alone.
Oh, okay.
Package deal, buddy.
Gotcha. Okay. So I gotta ask, is college like a castle? Is it college a person? What's college?
Well, college is a place you go to spend all your money.
Like a casino. I love casinos.
No, it's not like a casino because you don't get anything. You spend all your
What's
money
that?
and you get a piece of
Like a
paper.
casino.
And that's all.
Okay.
I would say sometimes it's like a casino because depending on what you want to major in, it's kind of a gamble, right? Sometimes, you're guaranteed a good job right out, but other times if you pick a bad major, then you're shit out of luck.
Yeah,
Can I
and
major
both
in
of us
runny
decided-
eggs?
we both decided to major
Well-
in love judging.
Mmm.
Very popular major where we're from.
Okay.
Yes.
Where are you from? Who are you people?
We're from across the pond. My name is Vaughn.
From across the pond.
That's my... Did you just say your name is Vaughn? And I'm Jake.
Oh,
Jacob, nice to meet you.
nice.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. That's okay. I like
I'm
you
also
guys.
Jake.
Oh, okay. So Jake,
I'm
Jake,
also
Jake,
Jake.
Vaughn. Jake,
Yeah.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Who's the
Very
Yeah,
common
And then
name.
Jake. And this is Jake Jr.
Yeah.
Are you guys a throuple?
No, we're all twin brothers.
Oh, you're triplets. Did you?
No, we're quadruplets. Jake,
Oh.
me, Jake, and then Jake Jr. Wait, no. We're triplets. No, we're quadruplets. Yeah, we're quadruplets.
It's strange. You have to reassure yourself of your familial status, but
Listen, he's
You're
just
my
stressed over the
judge.
cut competition. All right, leave him alone.
Family
No,
units
I
are very
can't-
strange across the pond, okay? You just don't understand.
what pond are you talking about? The whole world is a pond. The whole
Oh,
world.
wait,
The whole world's a pond.
And we're on the other
Ralph, we are
side.
from across the pond.
Okay. Here, listen, guys. I've seen. I'm an innkeeper at a port town. I've seen everything. Literally, I've seen everything. And you guys look like a piece of work. So, you either do my challenge or you leave the bar.
Your challenge. What's your challenge?
Challenge.
Ralph's Rampage Runny Eggs. Eat 100 eggs in 2 minutes, or I kick you out right now. And he kind of motions to this big barbarian guy and this Gith lady, who are just sitting there munching on bones, like chicken bones.
Well, I think that's a good competition for my friend Jake here, right, Jake?
This is more of a group competition.
Right.
A group competition?
Yeah. and you guys get a picture on my wall.
Oh,
I don't think we
what's
need
a
that.
picture? I guess that.
What's a picture?
So a picture is a moment in time that's forever immortalized on a piece of parchment.
Oh,
Hmm.
very neat. Very neat. Use funny words here across the pond.
Yeah.
So what are you guys trying to do? My
Okay.
challenge?
Yeah, I think
Well, we're not trying to get
Yes,
kicked out.
we
so I
will
guess we
do
have-
your challenge, and then I'm going to slap everybody in the face. This is how I do it. I'm going to slap everybody in the face and cast enhance ability on everybody, giving them greater. What would it be? Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah, I give you all advantage on Constitution checks, and you gain temporary hit points of 2d6, which will last
Ooh,
up to an hour.
nice.
It'll take 58 minutes to prepare. I'll be back.
Jeez.
You
I'll
cooked
be
up those
back.
other eggs so quick, though. You cooked up 49 eggs in literally no time.
I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. 100 eggs appear in 2 big bowls in his hands.
Okay.
He comes back and he goes, "All right, rules are, you eat 100 hard shell eggs. Hard shell runny inside, I know. And they all have to be gone. Everything. I want 2 empty bowls, shells and all.
Okay.
Are you okay? Here we go. Arthurdius. That's the person next to him. That's the waiter's name. Start counting on your fingers. 3, 2, 1. All right. Con checks.
We
We
all
said-
have advantage, right?
Yep, everyone has
Is it-
advantage.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Con checks or saving throws?
What does enhance ability augment? Is it just checks or saving throws?
Enhance ability augments target creature has on Constitution checks.
Then I'll say checks, so you guys can
Okay.
use advantage. Use that advantage.
Okay. Thank you, DM.
Yep.
That is I got an 18.
Okay.
20.
Nat.
No,
Okay.
30.
You got a 16?
Okay.
Eating all
That
these
did not work.
eggs.
12 and. Okay. Give me. Yeah, 17. There we go.
17. Everybody passes with a DC of 15 to eat
Nice.
these eggs. These would be split up into 25 eggs. Everybody eats 25 hard shell eggs. How does Kel eat these eggs?
Okay, so you ever seen a snake
Yeah.
eat like eggs? And it's just like it just like fills their whole mouth and then like swallows it in one big gulp. I think you watch the most visceral display of Kel doing the most reptile thing he's ever done and like unhinge his jaw. Just
Oh
fill
my
it with
God.
eggs.
Oh no.
Just like you watch go through his thick neck to pause it in his stomach.
Oh
Just
my
like-
god.
It's very
flares out.
disgusting.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
All right. How does Loken eat those 25 eggs?
Alright, yeah, so Loken, using everything to his ability, would use his mage hand. So it'd be like grabbing one thing with one hand, and then his mage hand would also flow right over and grab like a handful and just kind of keep like stuff in his mouth over and over.
All right.
That's good. That's good.
How does Victor eat those eggs?
All right. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So he would like crack the egg, put it in his mouth, but my mage hand is invisible, and it would like sneak an egg off the table and like throw it away, and sneak another egg off the table and throw it away. And so I'm not really eating 25. I'm kind of just
Okay.
going at
Okay.
my own pace.
And then how does Vaughn finish off those eggs?
Is a method of with hard boiled eggs or eggs that have shells on them. You can kind of like crack them a little bit and then roll them around to like break off the shells.
Okay.
So I am doing that for every egg, and then I'm stuffing the like shellless eggs into Jake's mouth, and then I'm eating the eggs myself, like the egg shells myself. So I'm
Oh.
like sacrificing my own stomach for the good of the cause while letting Jake have all the fun.
I'm
All
gonna have strong
right.
bones from all that calcium.
I'm gonna need another con check real quick, and this is to see if you barf. You have completed the challenge. Everybody succeeds. This is to see if you barf.
Okay.
Roll the big one.
We still have advantage, right?
Yep, you still have advantage.
Uh-oh.
19.
Wow.
Logan
17.
does not barf. What was Victor's? 17?
17.
Does not barf. What was
And
Kel's?
Vaughn, what did you get? Because
I got 10.
Okay.
Vaughn, you barf. You run outside, or maybe just out this window because this window's right here. You could just hurl these eggshells right out the window.
Oh fuck! Shit! I misplayed that terribly. I could have stored the eggs in my hollow chest. God damn it! Next
What
time.
about that? If we could just throw them in there and call it a day.
Next
Um,
time. Next
yeah.
time.
I got an 11.
That does not succeed. You barf. How does Kel barf these eggs out?
Okay, so you know how snakes eat things that are way too big for it, but then you know how when sometimes they get something that's just like a little too big and they have to regurgitate it. But like it's mostly just shells. They all kind of broke on the way down and now it's just like shell fragments. It's
Oh
and it's
god, oh
just like a
god.
gross dry heave.
And as Vaughn and Kel are throwing up, that is when Ralph takes the picture. It is mid Kel throwing, like the throw up coming out of his mouth, and then Vaughn is just like on the table like that. And this is now your guys' table at Ralph's Runny Eggs. The picture is hung above your
Oh.
table, and it
Nice.
says Ralph's Little Rascals.
Lost little rascals.
That's us.
Well, good job, guys.
That's so much better than DNS.
Do we see every pictures labeled Ralph's Little Rascals, or is it just ours?
Just yours. Other ones have other
Okay.
names.
Okay. Good. I was wondering if like they all say Ralph's Little Rascals, and like, fuck, that'd be terrible name for a new group.
Ralph goes, I'm very impressed. No one, well, people have done it before. I'm not going to lie. It's not that crazy of a challenge. But it's funny to watch you eat eggs. So I win.
Why do you make us eat the shells?
And
Well, Ralph, you make very good eggs.
he sees one of the eggs on the ground that Victor has put on the ground, and he just eats it, like shell and all. He goes, it tastes better. All the flavoring's in the shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I heard you guys want to go to Vindervat 7, though. That's something you did want to do, right? Because you have to go do your cuck challenge.
Yeah, it's a competition. It's not a
It's
challenge.
not
it's a
really, we don't call it that. We call it a paramour
Harem.
a competition.
Okay, your cuck
Yes.
challenge. It's gonna be pretty hard to get to though. Right now you have about two options. You go through the old mines. That's about a 4-day walk,
Oh.
maybe a 2-day climb.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Vindervat is probably 1,500-ish feet in the air above table, so it's about a 2-day climb for inexperienced climbers. Yeah. And then he goes, and he points at this female rakin over here. He goes, you go to Julia, you get on her skiff, and you get up there about 2 hours. That's how most people do it.
I assume she costs money, right?
Well, her skiff broke. It's like it's at a cloud shard. She's found another cloud shard though, but she needs people to go get it.
Would that be faster than going through the mines?
Oh yeah, she keeps talking about how it's so close and totally safe.
Hmm.
She has a sick son. That's
Mm.
why she can't.
I see, I see. Well, Ralph, if you'll leave us, we can discuss this.
I'll
Right?
go run over there, and he and Althor leave, and they go talk.
I didn't want to say this, but was that guy a raccoon? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, Radican are all
Ugh.
raccoons. Everyone's a raccoon here.
Yeah, I was asking.
Oh,
them.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think so. I think he's a Radican. I
Ugh,
had some
I've never
Radican
seen
friends
one
back across the pond.
before. Yeah. I've never seen one before. Never heard of one before.
They're very cute. They always look
Yeah,
so
I need to get out
fluffy.
more often.
Yeah, you
So-
do. You were locked in jail for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. So, this Sift Shard, Cloud Beam, what does she need again? I wasn't paying attention to him.
Cloud
but it was
Shard?
kind of yeah. Do you think we should go get that and help out this other Radican here, or do you think we should just dip to the mines? I don't feel good being indebted to somebody if what's that?
Well, we wouldn't necessarily be indebted to her if we got the Cloud Shard for her, right? She would be indebted to us,
Yeah,
But the service,
which would
though.
be
it would kind of
a
cover the
good
cost.
place to be.
It would be
Yeah, it'd be-
a substitute payment. You know, you help her get her job back, and she gives you a free lift.
I guess the I don't know. I guess the only concern is that the getting the cloud shard becomes more of a hassle than actually just going through the mines.
Yeah.
We're very capable. My
Do we know what to
promotion at
look
work
for or
actually
fauna?
granted me a few new abilities.
Oh.
And I know you guys have been practicing.
Oh, wait. What level are we supposed to be?
5.
5?
Yeah, okay. Good.
20.
We've been level 7 for 3
Oh.
weeks.
Yeah, I've been level 17 this whole time.
You said
haven't
my
seen my
my
6
pitch was
levels
giving me some
fireball?
new abilities, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Cal starts to power up a fireball.
Disintegrate.
Doesn't shoot it.
Blow this whole place up.
Was 40 feet?
Just for just, how much is 40 feet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're blowing up.
Oh no. 20 foot radius. 20
Oh
foot
yeah,
radius.
okay. I was
40 feet diameter.
Like, I was like,
It's not that
what?
ridiculous.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're blowing up like you could kill Ralph.
Good.
Do you think we should go and talk to this other Redigan real fast, see what her problem is, and see what kind of deal we can get out of this?
Might as well.
It can't hurt to check.
Alright. We're just gonna stand up kind of slow and stretch. Kind of look
guys.
around and.
I heard you talking about me, so I thought I'd just come over.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Hi, I'm
Um,
Julie.
Nice to meet you, Julie. My name is Vaughn.
Okay, bye Vaughn.
I'm Jacob.
Bye Jacob.
I'm Jake.
Hi Jake.
I'm Jake. We're twins.
Hi Jake too.
We're quadruplets, actually.
The Dragonborn and the Satyr are twins.
Bright purple dragonborn, a satyr,
Crazy mom.
an elf.
I know.
So you guys
No,
need
they
to
say-
get to Vonderville, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I can get you there. I just need you to get me a cloud shard. I ran out. I'm out of juice.
That's what we hear. The only question is, where would we get one?
Yeah. So my day job, I'm a scavenger. I go out and I scavenge shipwrecks that fall outside of Windfall. It's pretty rough conditions to sail out through here, especially all the icebergs and the blizzards. So people here, they want a return on investment, some sort of insurance. and I go and get their stuff that they lose. Recently, the deep what is it called? The deep talc mines. The deep talc mines lost a shipment of sky shards about a couple weeks ago, and no one's gone out, and I can't go out and get one in the conventional method of just skipping over. But I know there's one out there still on the manifest. It said they were transporting one.
You think it was close? That day's journey, you think?
Oh, not far at all. Definitely a maybe half-day journey on a capable crew.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, you found a capable crew.
that's nice.
So we received this cloud shard for you, and you give us a lift. That sound right?
Yeah, I skip you over. Shouldn't take too long. A couple hours
And you'll skip
tops.
us back, right?
Yeah, that's included with my. I don't just leave people there. That's kind of fucked up. Yeah, you would signal me, and I'd come over, and I'd pick you up, and we'd head on back. Normally, I just do tourists and scholars, but you guys don't seem scholarly, so I'm assuming you're there for something else. I don't ask.
Julie, I'm offended. All 4 of us are scholars. We each have degrees.
The reason what?
Anyway,
Looking stupid?
no, in love judging,
Wow.
actually. But
Yeah. And lover
Yeah.
judging.
And lover
yeah,
judging.
yeah, love
I
judging.
think my uncle's a lover judge.
It's a very
I'm
lucrative
sorry.
job. Very.
Yeah, I think he calls it a
Lots of
divorce
openings.
lawyer, but
Oh, no.
I don't ask. He makes a lot of money. So.
Family affairs. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Lots of
half day
work.
journey there, half day journey back.
Yeah, about you go and get the sky shard. Now I'll warn you. It was theorized the Brut, that was the ship's name, the Brut. It was sunk by an ice gate. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's a local creature. It's like it's an ice. It's a big ice guy. They live in the water and they attack cloud shard users.
Julie, my friend Jake here knows true polymorph. We'll be
There's
fine.
3 Jakes. Which Jake?
All of them know.
Yeah, which
true
one?
polymorph.
They all know
We'll be
true.
fine.
They all know true polymorph, and they can't just turn into a dragon and go up there.
It's only used for special occasions. Duh.
Oh, okay.
You think
I
I
only
just
have
became a
one
love
spell
judge?
slot.
I used to be a chair.
Oh,
But anyway,
Why do we lie?
no more lies. No more lies.
Why do we
I'm gonna go. I'm
lie
gonna go
about
through this
everything?
session VOD tomorrow when I'm at work, and I'm gonna go through and find every single lie that was told and tally them all up.
oh no.
We can't keep getting away with it.
There's no more lies between each other, right? It wasn't like no more lies to everyone else.
Yeah.
I think that's like scribbled down with like little asterisks or someone somewhere.
In the,
An
the
invisible
fine
ink.
print.
You missed it.
Yeah. So you go
Oh,
on your
God.
ship, half day there, get the the cloud shard, come back. I put it in the skiff and we head off. Does that sound good?
Yeah, what does it look
That
like?
sounds great.
It's a big blue shard. It's a big crystal, big blue crystal, and when it's out, it turns green.
Okay.
But this one should be blue, nice, big, and blue.
All right. Sounds good to me. How about you guys?
I'd say we go for it.
Yeah, let's go find this big blue crystal.
All right. I gotta ask you one thing though. Who's the most dexterous here?
I'm gonna look it over at Victor.
Yeah.
Oh, Vaughn. I'm gonna look over at Vaughn.
Yeah, probably me.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you how to get this crystal because you can't just pick it up. It'll blow your arms off.
Okay. Oh. Lovely. I love that.
You have to hold
hear
it
it,
with these, and she pulls out 2 big hooks, kind of like sickles almost.
Okay.
And she goes, "This is how you hold it. You get it in, and you hold it there with that. so it doesn't blow your arms
Okay.
off.
Well, I'll remember this.
Yeah. The ice skate. I mean, I told you they go after cloud shards. He might have consumed it, and he might be using it as a power source for himself. To
Mm.
So if you see a gate with it, just stick them in and rip it out.
All right. That sounds like a fun
Nice.
time.
All right. I gotta get the little thing up that I have. Hold on. Where is it? Is it here? Oh no. Hold on. I gotta go through. Where is it?
What do you guys think? Do you think we can hold the cloud shard with like a mage hand? Push comes to shove instead of taking away your weapons.
Do we all have mage hand here? Can we all just
Well, I
push
have it.
I have it.
Me too.
I do not.
That's
I
fine.
do
The three of
not.
us.
Maybe you can like prestidigitate the snow and melt it, and then we can push it, and then have a little teamwork going on.
Yeah,
There we go.
press
There
the
we go.
digitate.
That's how we would
Not. Where is it?
work our dynamic around here.
It says it's 33. What? You're lying to me.
This is shaping up to be exactly the one shot I literally just ran for my players.
Oh, what was the one shot?
Ate a bunch of eggs.
Yeah.
No, not that part.
Okay.
It almost turned into that part because they spent way too much time in the starting tavern. But no, we did. They did like
I will throw it in party loot because it's a magic item. This is for Victor. The picture doesn't really give it as much thing. It's 2 of these.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Whoa.
Well, it's got charges.
Damn.
Is that from Ryoko's? What is that?
It's like a loot tavern. Just like magic item compendium.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in like I think it's in the PDF or the Google Drive I share with everybody, like the free stuff they gave away. But yeah, it's a loot tavern.
Blue Tavern's dope.
Yeah.
Same with Griffin Saddlebag.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
nice.
So basically, you would if you want to extract it out of something, you would hold it in, like slam the 2 hooks in there, and just pull it out of the ice skate.
All right. We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, she points on, like, makes a spot on the map of the crash site and sends you guys off.
Okay. Off we go.
Let's go have a
Amazing.
blast.
Do you guys have any more business in town? I'll say, just because it's getting a little late and I don't think we have time for the combat. So, is there anything you want to explore around town?
I feel like we should get a to-go order from Harold's Hard Eggs.
Harold's hard eggs.
Yeah, just like a quick like doggy bag because they'll keep a little longer than the soft ones.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you go to Harold's Hard Eggs, and it's a light gray ramekin with black outlines and white inlines. Just a reverse of Ralph. It's a very small, kind of dive bar-y shop. Pretty dirty. And Harold comes out and he's like, "What do you want, kid?" Talking to Kel.
Oh, yes. How many eggs do you think we want?
A kid
What was
like
it-
you
what?
probably have 1.
Only 1 egg? How big are they?
Motions the size of a normal egg.
It's like, I'll take 1 for each for myself and each of my compatriots.
How do you want
Now,
it done?
Harold.
Hard or extra hard?
Oh. Well,
Mm,
extra hard
wha-
lasts longer in a paper bag.
He puts it in the paper bag and they fall through the bag.
No.
And he goes, "That's what I think of your paper bag," and he throws the bag.
Oh my god.
Wait, did we go to Harold's Hard Egg or
Yeah.
Dietrich's Dense Egg? Which restaurant?
Yeah, because I feel like this
Well-
guy's breaking physics. He's adding mass.
You find in the eggs like little ball-bearing weights.
Oh
They're
wow.
hard eggs. They're hard as hell.
Jeez. Okay. Yes.
Wow.
I'll take 4. Thank you.
Yeah, they're very heavy.
I pull everybody aside and I like gather up DNS and I say, hey guys, like I think we have a real opportunity in this town to make some money.
Mhm.
Hear me out. Ralph and his squad in Ralph's Runny Eggs already know that there is a love judging competition going on right now. What if we tried to like get the Radicans and other associates of Wenfell to bet on it,
I like the
and
way
then
you
we just
think.
sort of skim a bit off the top.
I think that's very possible.
It's like a bachelor gambling pool.
Yeah. Loken and I could go around town making a lot of noise, and then, or like make a lot of noise in the town square.
I'll say if you
And
want to
then
talk to the
you-
governor, she was in Ralph's Runny Eggs.
Oh my god.
The governor.
Yeah, the governor's in a private room with a security officer.
Oh my
I
god.
don't necessarily think we need to talk to the governor, but we need to get the people of the town invested, right?
Yes.
What if we do it through subterfuge and rumor? I was when we were on the way here, I chatted with a bunch of our sailor friends, and I think they have learned the art of gossip.
Ooh.
We can
Oh
get,
my god.
yes, when we can get the word spread, and we can appoint one person that they can all point to collect the pool, and then we can, yeah, like you said, skim right off the top. And then also we don't have to be involved at all. We just have to collect later, and everyone else does the work.
That's really smart. Okay, I go outside and use skywriting
Hell yeah.
to
I want that on a shirt.
Skywrite. It's like the worst spell.
Hey, it's a great spell. Fuck you.
Roll for wind speed.
So yeah, what do you skywrite?
I'm skywriting a secret code that I trained everybody to use when I was teaching them how to like follow me and be a good soldier, which I've used before, so it is
Mhm.
canon,
Okay.
which is friends of friends, and then the coordinates where I'm gonna meet up with the people that I'm sort of meant to meet up with.
Okay.
So they all know when I write friends of friends and then the coordinates that we're gonna meet up just outside of town, and we're gonna give them the lowdown on this plan.
Okay. You write friends of friends. Back on the ship, all the crewmates, all the secondary crew, just kind of looks up, and they shrug and they just go, I guess we gotta go. He's our boss. So they all kind of line up and head out, and they meet you by the dock.
Okay. Hello, all of you. The 80% who love me more, I want to say special hello to you.
Hello,
However, for the rest of however, for the rest of you, just a normal hello. Look, we have got a little scheme going that we think will be lucrative. For all of you who don't know yet, my pseudonym in this town is Jake, as is Logan's, as is Kel's. Victor's pseudonym is Vaughn. It's very confusing. And obviously Jake is just Jake Jr., so which is normal, so we're fine with that. there's a scheme where myself, Jake, I say in big quotes, and Logan, Jake, are competing for the same woman who's currently located in a hidden dwarven library that's sealed away by magic called Vonderwand. Don't ask.
One of them raises their hand.
Don't ask.
Going.
And we are being love judged by Vaughn, not me, Vaughn, but Victor Vaughn, to get to see who is the true love of my wife. Now Kel is going to be going around collecting bets or Kel Jake is going to be going around collecting bets on who is going to win this love competition. But you guys need to go around town and like really get it sort of hyped up. So you're going to go into every shop you see, every store you see, every residence that's unlocked. Just go everywhere you can.
They can go into lock
and
things
start
too. They got taught how to pick lock or lockpick.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
True.
Just go into every place with a person and try to convince them that this is the biggest deal in town since egg made it their way through Winefell.
Okay. A couple hours pass. Probably about. It's about just starting to be evening now, and they got everybody. Everybody
Wow.
in town. The 5,000 population town.
Oh my god!
Everybody is here. This is the town like square sort of like meeting area. This area right here. So you have everybody is pooled in this one area, trying to place bets.
Kel's like,
I guess we're kind of victims of our own success, right?
Yeah.
So how do you guys want to handle this mob that you've created to get bets?
oh, I wish I had like mass suggestion. Oh brother, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. 5,000. That's a lot of people. It's also a lot of money. How are we gonna do this?
How are we gonna do this? So who's the smartest amongst our crew?
Probably Wyo. He's like a big like mechanics guy, so he knows how to like. He's pretty smart. Like he's technically smart.
Okay.
I'm
I
actually
say we
smart.
put Wyo on detail for detailing who gets what bets and how much they made and stuff like that, like making a ledger, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say yeah. Okay, then I would say maybe Alfin. He's more of the finance guy, so he
Oh,
could
yeah.
he
Okay.
could definitely like create like logbooks and ledgers for everybody. Have a big bet book, and he's extremely happy to be a part of this money making scheme because he loves money. So he's like yes, there's a big line all the way around this like arch of this little circle around the city of just lines
Yeah.
of people being like, how much do you want to bet? Okay, this is how much you'll get if you win. Come back at this time and you'll receive your winnings, or you don't come back if you lose.
We don't have a bag of holding, do we? It's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Don't
So
come back if you lose.
Can Wyo make a bag of holding?
yeah, he could. He could. I would say he needs some more time though to prepare the bag of holding.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll just put in a big pot for now.
Yeah, you have a big comical
No.
leprechaun pot of gold.
Kel starts getting to like he's starting to have dragon sickness. Just like, no, we're distantly related. We're not really dragons, but ooh man,
So
it's a lot of gold.
the entire bettings of this pot is 6,229 gold pieces.
Sorry,
Oh my god.
6,229.
6,229.
And how much are we skimming from that, guys? Like, what's our take?
How long do you want to be in town?
Well, that's a good point. I think we're telling people we're working on like a 15% contingency.
Okay.
So like yeah, best case or worst case scenario, we'll make off with 15% of that, which then we'll divide up like properly, like based off our money split.
Don't forget there's
Yeah.
taxes involved too.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's true.
How much money are you giving to the governor to run this auction? Because you need to like give her money because this is crazy.
We haven't talked to the governor.
Okay, should I do some quick
Give
math
me
what
a-
15% would be, or like the
Yeah.
15% and then divide it up between party members?
We'll make it 6,230, just so maybe math looks a little better.
Okay,
One
so
more
we'll
gold.
do that.
Some guy's like, oh, my house, or one more piece of gold.
Okay, so we're dealing
My last
15% of
dollar.
that is 934 and a half. Alton will get 25% of that. Oh wait, no, I can literally just divide it by the party. Which is just divided by 13. Oh wait, fuck. I hate this calculator.
Kel has a
Divided
big
by 13.
abacus.
Okay, so we'll get about like around 82 gold each. It's not a lot.
That would almost double my gold, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not a lot. Kel made a lot of money in the last session.
Yeah.
Kel's sitting on like 300
man's rich.
gold.
That's it.
That's the worst case scenario, though, for you guys, right? I mean, that's.
Well, it's like you said. How long do you want to be in town?
Guys, we're fucking making this competition. We can make it the best case scenario for us.
Yeah, we
If,
can.
if more people are betting that I'm gonna win, then
You
then
guys.
we just make other Jake win. Like this is a
That's-
fraud. What are we doing talking about this?
We can
Okay.
also, if we just take the whole pot, just walk around the sky itself, you know?
You know what? That's actually okay. No, Vaughn makes a good point. What is the split right now? Like, who are people voting or putting their money on right now?
So currently, there's 3 options. There's 4.
Three options.
There's 4 options. There's 4. Vaughn wins. Loken wins. They both win. They both lose.
Oh. Which one do people think is the least likely?
Least
What do
likely.
we have to roll for?
I have to roll for this. They think the least likely is both of you losing.
Oh, okay. We've got a scam for that. Okay, perfect. Oh, great. We're gonna take their money. We're gonna put it back on the ship for safekeeping.
Mhm.
If things really go south, we can just take the money and run. However, I do believe I don't want to like fuck over these Radicans so bad that like they have a distrust and distaste of us. I think like a skiff would be really cool to have in the future, maybe. And these guys are skiff masters, so just saying.
That's true. 15% would, yeah. If we just take commission or
Yeah.
contingency, it would probably be okay.
All right, sounds good to me.
And the other thing too is like if the plan is that the wife walks away and nobody like gets her hand, then your boy just disguises himself as my fake wife and like roll through town, maybe with the dwarf who we're saving, Hildra.
Hell yeah. I like the
Alright.
plan.
Why I was going to begin constructing a bag of holding for
Gonna
money.
say.
Yeah. That'll take, I think, a couple hours. I think 6 hours, I believe.
Okay.
So let's go get this cloud shard and then come back to our significant fortune, you guys. What a good scheme. Was that Cal? Was that Jordan? Was that your scheme? Or was that Victor's? That's Thigh.
It was a
not
good.
me.
It was a team effort.
God.
I remember. Lastly, Victor wanted to go see if he could scry on
Yes.
Andre's card.
I do.
Oh, right.
You said there was a person here that does magic things, right?
Yep, Melphis.
Okay. I would like to make my way to Memphis.
Cool. Yeah. You enter into a series of like shanty huts. A lot of different religious symbols are up, like from different religions all across. Many like books and pamphlets line the walls. So like everybody feels like there's something for them in their like higher power needs, so she can appeal to everybody. And she sits in a crystal little room with a nice big crystal ball, and she goes, "Who are you?"
Hello?
Hello.
My name is Victor.
Okay, nice
I-
name.
Thank you. I'm here to ask your services. I have recently taken up divination, and I'm not quite good enough to do what I want yet. And I hope that you are. And I want to see someone.
Well, I don't know what divination is, but maybe scrying is something that you're looking for?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
All right. And what is the item that I'll be looking for?
I gave this person one of my playing cards.
And what was
King
the
of
face?
Spades.
King of Spades. Okay. Allow me
Yes.
to work my magic. You are back in the pond of
shit.
the Dragon of Past, Present, Future. And he's like, "Hey, Victor,
Hey, Ouroboros, my man.
yeah. So
Good to see you so soon.
she's not versed in our magic. She's a magic user. It's not real. Yeah, she can do that. I can help you.
Ouroboros,
I can help
you
you.
Scry for me?
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
can. Allow me
Hey.
to allow you to get there. And he motions for you to get on his back.
Oh. This feels oddly intimate. And I'll get on his back.
Don't make it weird. That's not that serious. All right, here we go.
I think that's serious.
And you enter. There's no name for what you enter because you're the first person to be here. You are in the stream of timelines that have occurred over the world's lifespan.
Oh?
You are
Shit.
flying through this nebulous space, seeing all these different routes and branching timelines coming out. It seems to go on for endless amounts of time and space. Okay, so what you are trying to spy on the playing card. The dragon moves through the timelines looking for your playing card, and he sees it and he dives into the timeline, and he shoots out over the city of Agavik. This is the Order Stronghold. Massive city. Probably around 500,000 people live here.
Oh my god.
At the center of this massive tower, incredibly tall, probably standing somewhere of like 5,000 feet tall. It's this massive center pillar with many different levels, many series of walls. And the dragon points up his claw and he goes, "It's right there." And you are brought into the room where Andre's body is at. Andre's body seems unconscious, and he seems to be in some sort of coroner's office. You don't see him breathing. However, in this realm, you see his spirit, Ren, trying to resuscitate him, or like keep him stabilized. Sort of. Imagine he took a fake death pill. So his body is dead. By all magical means, he's dead. Like, with any deduction, he's dead. However, Ren is trying to keep him alive and stabilize him in this condition.
Is there any way to talk to Ren?
No, you're currently scrying.
Yeah. Long shot. So he looks dead and gone and deceased, but Ren's keeping him alive.
Ren's keeping
He
his
still got my
spirit alive.
card. So nice. Alright. Well, at least I know. He went through the Zoth and he did what he thought was right. Thank you, Dragon. That's all I wanted.
No problem. And he wiggles out of the tower, shoots through the plane, returns back into the nebulous space of the timelines, ends up back in his river pond, and you see him lying out on a very comically large like pool chair with an umbrella, and he's drinking some sparkling water, and he goes, "Anytime, Velis," and he sends you back into the we'll call it witch's crystal ballroom.
You know, as a matter of fact, I had a change of heart. I think I need to go in, think about my life real fast, and I'll walk out of the tent.
Oh, bye, Victor.
Bye. Nerd.
All
That's
right.
what I wanted to do.
All right. Does anybody have any final business here before we end?
I think that was it for me.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right.
Back to scamming people.
Back to scamming people. Back to lying, cheating, stealing. Yeah. So next session, you guys will go to the wreck of the Brunt and retrieve the Cloud Shard, returning back and giving it to Julie.
Guys, what a fucking wild ass session.
God.
We like
Unhinged.
That's what happens on Tom's.
we we went from like chowing on runny eggs to speaking with Davy Jones to speaking with the dragon. Like, fuck, you guys, this is crazy. By the way, I'm in bed right now. I just got cozy because I was so cold. My place is so cold right now because my roommates fucking love it cold as shit. So
Yeah, I saw you
Anyway.
all cozy. I was like, damn, I wish I was in bed.
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
God, anyway,
Awesome.
so much fun, you guys. I had a blast. This was great.
Me too.
We're gonna be
Super
so rich
fun.
after this.
Chuck, thank you for all the effort you put into your sessions. It's
Of
wonderful.
course.
Yeah.
I
It's
love it.
fantastic.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It really shows. It really shows. So anyway.
All right.
Okay, I'm in bed already,
Yep.
so
to
I'm just
bed.
gonna close this and go to bed.
All
Have
right.
a nice night.
Have a nice night,
Bye.
everybody.
guys.
See
Bye.
ya.
Good night.
Hey guys.